Here is Barkley, left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47.
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Karras the snap, Moss the block. Burrow going deep, he's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase!
LeBron leaked out, they didn't see him. Here he is down court. Dumping in, will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer. 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts. Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three. Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught! Touchdown!
Timeout. SGA. Probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit road. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history. Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore! Is it Francis? Giannis says no! Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside! At both ends!
Yo, here we go. Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the Sharp Side. As always, we will recap yesterday first, and also I do owe you an NFL recap from Sunday. Sunday, we had one NFL play, 1-0. Jacoby Brissett over 249.5 passing yards. Forgot to recap that yesterday. As for yesterday's NBA, we did cash Khalil Ware double-double at plus 140. We also cashed Reed Shepard under his 8.5 RAs. However, the rest of the slate we missed. Pascal did not record one three-pointer made, did not even attempt one until the second half. Benedict Mathurin did not play any fourth quarter minutes in a competitive game after playing more than 28 the prior game. I'm actually really pissed off we missed that Benedict Mathurin play. I don't know why he didn't play or why he only played 28 minutes. Donovan Mitchell over 4.5 boards, I guess just a bad read. The fewest rebounds he had in a game all season. And then Quickly over 15.5. He had 11 in the third quarter. I thought we were pacing really well on Quickly. 9 in the first half and finishes with 11. 9 in the first half and finishes with 11. Let me just triple check that to make sure I'm correct. But I was a little about half asleep when I graded this morning. Yeah, 9 in the first half and finished with 11. He was in foul trouble, Mathurin. Okay, Justin May didn't get to watch that game. Appreciate it. John, appreciate you tapping in. All right, so yeah, let's get into today's slate. 3 games, NBA Cup games, I believe today, tomorrow, and Friday. Let's go look that up. NBA Cup schedule. I believe the next 3 days are all NBA Cup games, but let me confirm that. There's not just a good, easy place to see it. Here it is. NBA Cup schedule. Don't know why it wouldn't just open to today. All right, today is the 25th. Okay, are today's games not Cup games? Yesterday's games? It says Tuesday, November 26th. This is last season. Bro, what are we doing? Why can I not find NBA Cup schedule 2025? Just pull it up. Okay, today, yes. 3 games today. Wednesdays, all Cup games, and Fridays, all Cup games. Should not have been that difficult. Today are all Cup games. Wednesday are all Cup games. Friday. Today's, tomorrow's, and Friday. Yes, okay. I thought so too. I just wanted to confirm. Let's get into props.cash and get into today's slate. If you haven't already, man, drop a like, drop a retweet. Help me grow the brand. Help me grow the page. Yes, you're absolutely right. We got a 3-game slate. Shout outs to my guy, Brett. Night Fox, Justin Made, and Miss Herway. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in this morning. Small slate, but let's make it a good slate. I have one play officially out this morning. Jalen Johnson, PRA's over. The numbers say it all right here. If you have the exchanges, ProfitX, I believe they're available in 40 plus states. They do it a little weird. The liquidity right now, if you bet it, there's going to be like $61. If you bet it, they'll bring it back. I hit it a couple times this morning. They continued to relist. If you don't have ProfitX, however, you can get this on Sleeper, Hard Rock, BetMGM. And I believe those are the 3 domestic books you can get it on. You have 2 domestic books, 1 DFS, and then an exchange that line's all available on. We'll get into it a little bit more. Obviously, Trae Young is out. That line's already worked into here. This is a cup game, and what I have wrote down is that the Hawks are in a must-win situation. I believe they're 2-1. And Cleveland is 1-1, I believe. The Hawks also only have a +8 differential. So if they are to win this game and they and Cleveland both finish 3-1, that will go to differential. Right now they're at +8, and I believe Cleveland's at +20. So not only do they need to win this game, but a big win is definitely going to help them. I think they're going to want to win this game by 20, 30 points. That's going to help them into the cup standing. So this is kind of the rare scenario where you could see a starter up 30 in with 4 minutes left. So just keep all of that in mind while we attack today's slate. Every single one of these games, I think, like the Wizards are out of it, so they don't really care. But the Lakers and Clippers are both 2-0, so they want to win this game, and they want to win it by margin. And then the third game was Orlando versus Philly. I believe Philly is out of it. Let's check Orlando's standings. Orlando is 2-0. Detroit's 2-0. Nets are 1-2. So Magic win and you're in. Don't need margin. For Philadelphia, they're already out of it. So that might be the game, even though I think it'll be the most competitive game, where you would see the least amount of extended run out of starters because they simply don't need it. If the Magic win today, they've locked in top 2 in the cup seeding for their division. All right, cup talk is out of the way. Jalen Johnson, PRA is over. We ran it. Now let's just go through these each individually. Joel's been out for a hot minute. Hasn't played since the 8th. He did go through shoot around. Yeah, 41.5 PRA. Let me add that to the banner while I'm here. Over 41.5 PRA. So ProfitX actually briefly hung a 40.5 this morning, and I took it for all the liquidity there was, and I haven't seen it pop back up there. But keep an eye out on these exchanges. Someone's trying to do some price discovery with this one. Joel Embiid. Hold on, let's see what this is. Make sure it's not underdog. Props.cash. Appreciate the like. Appreciate the retweet. If y'all aren't already, make sure you're following them and use code PROFITPP25 for 25% off your first month. Yeah, 42 is still good. I make it about 45 with the adjustment. Also, if you're playing on a FanDuel or a DraftKings, you could get 40 plus FanDuel. If you wait, you'll get a 41.5. Do I like his boards better or individually? If you can't get rebounds, I like the 9.5 better. It's going to be dependent on the odds. So let's talk about it. Jalen Johnson rebounds. So yeah, FanDuel's at 9.5 minus 148. There are better prices out there. What I think I would do if I were to pivot to rebounds for Jalen Johnson, if I pivoted to rebounds, I think I would reduce risk. Where the fuck is Jalen Johnson? It's the Atlanta game. Jalen Johnson. I think if I were going 10 plus rebounds, I would pivot to 1 unit risk. And I do like, I'm going to turn off this light. I do like the extended run he's going to get today. I don't know if that made it any better. Love Joel Embiid today. He's averaging 23 points per game. They're bad versus Rollman, post up, ISO. Yeah, he gets a lot of post roll man threes, though. It's not like he's necessarily always getting to the interior. He's settling for jumpers more and more and more. Yeah, my fault. I meant to be on the Atlanta game. My fault. I meant to be on the Atlanta game. So Kristaps Porzingis, I will say my model leans over, and I do like the minutes should be like pretty locked in. Is Okongwu playing? Yeah, Okongwu's back. Is Kai Sean the one in Washington? I always mix him and Keontae up. Believe Kai Sean is the George in Washington. Bagley also a game time decision. Kennard a game time decision. I lean over. I am at about 20-ish points, like 20 and some change. Kristaps Porzingis, 20.38. 20.38. One day I will make a much better. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today will be a much better day. Yes, he's on Washington. Let me get my odds screen to work. I lean over here. I don't know if I'm backing it. Looks like some books have bumped to 19. This line's definitely bumped up. Maybe I should have played this earlier. I actually lean under his boards, though. I'm only at 5.5 boards, which is the direction the market seems to be going. You can lay a 6.5 under minus 125. What is Washington in rebounds allowed, though? Pretty sure they're pretty near the top. Yeah, 30th. Lean under boards here, but Juice is getting out of hand, and it's the worst defending team in the nation. Also, this price I looked at this morning, I like him to hit 2, but the price is kind of outside of some offshores, like not where I want it to be. I just got burned by a similar read with Pascal yesterday. Sorry, my dogs are making a bunch of noise. I'm going to stay off. Points is the strongest lean I have for Porzingis here. Let's go check out my numbers for Alex Sarr. Points I come in at 16.5. So I do lean under. Rebounds I come in at 9.1, though, and I do lean over there. Kind of like the rebound matchup, too. It's 23rd in rebounds allowed. Maybe I like 8+ better as a lay, but I do lean over Alexander Sarr's rebounds. Lean under the points. I'm at 16.5, basically. Market 17.5. Oh, there's some 18.5s out there as well. 17.5 or 18.5. Actually, that MGM 18.5. Washington's out of it. They do not have to force anything. Model projections are what? 16.5. If I can lay the 18.5, yeah, I've got to do it. Yeah, I've got to do it. All right, locking this in, 18.5 MGM or Hard Rock. I hate that it's only available at 2 spots. John, I do like Alexander Walker's over as well. I wish this were more widely available, but I have got to bet it, no doubt. Let me go see what the MGM, because MGM usually hangs 3 different lines. They'll have like 1 under, 1 over, and maybe not this early in the day, but let's go check. I would like this to be fairly available. Now, I'm sure, yeah, see, I'd still like the 17.5. Don't get me wrong. I still see an edge there. I just want to release this where at least almost everybody can get the under at the same price. How do I feel about his assists? Like, could we pair a PA and maybe get similar value? No. It's minus 129, basically minus 130 there. Let's go check a FanDuel your way. If it's 130 at FanDuel your way, I think would still be releasable at FanDuel even. Just so you know, though, I'm almost certainly playing this at MGM myself. I'm just trying to find a better number to release it at. I hate releasing things versus 2 books. I do my best not to do it. Every once in a while, it'll happen. No, you can't play it at FanDuel. Not at 150. They're tripping at that price. I would play the 17.5 at that price. Like, I still think the 17.5 is cool. 18.5 though, you gotta play it if you have it. Alexander Sarr, Seal. I'm playing it at MGM. It's available at MGM and Hard Rock. Didn't mean to turn my music on. Oh, and Rivers. The Rivers 130 is good to go as well. Very much good to go as well. NBA, Hawks, Wizards, players, points over, under, points over, under. Yep. Got that in. Honestly, fellas, I still believe the 17.5 is good to go if you can't get an 18.5. And then someone mentioned DraftKings. DraftKings actually has a very, very fair 17.5 at -06. So if I had to play I will be putting it in the banner. If I had to play it anywhere but MGM or Hard Rock, I would go DraftKings at -06. Cool. Let me get that into the banner. ESPN is 18.5. We're playing the under. We're playing the under, Max. What's the under? I'm playing the under here. If the under is plus money, God bless the USA. I'll have to go double bet it. One over and one under so far on today's slate. Someone requested Nall. I definitely like Nall today, but let's go in order. A Kongwu definitely could see points over, a threes over. Oh, Lord, they're giving us that price. Let's just go here and then here. I still like the minutes. Honestly, I still like the volume for 2. '25th in 3-point attempts, 24th in 3-pointers made. I don't think I have him in my starting lineup. No, let me go check this out. PRA for a Kongwu, maybe. Maybe. Let's go look in. I got to go into here to see this. I will be adding something soon to where you can see like the top 8 players. I do need to get that added. Let's put him in for Porzingis for now. I got to run the threes at minimum. I'm at 5.6 rebounds. Don't like the rebounds as much. Assists, 3.5. Would lean over the assists. Not as big of a fan as the rebounds, but the points, assists, and threes I all like. Points might be the safer way to go. We do have a plus money out there. They didn't play this year, did they? No. I have an edge of 3.3 on his threes. I have a Ross. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Mom Who Bets. Appreciate you tapping in as well. Dirty Red. Appreciate you tapping in. And Mark. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate all the likes and the retweets. Miss Herway likes the threes. I'm not mad at the threes. Maybe even, hold on. Do we have any threes lays? We should get the DK King of the Court today. Do we have any 3-point made lays? Because I would like a Kongwu 2+ in something. Logging into DraftKings now. Y'all tell me if there's anything good on FanDuel as well. All right, we've got King of the Court, a 35% profit boost, SGP plus. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a Kongwu threes down, and I think we're going to put this in a lay. Reduce risk, quarter unit, but if we're right, we're right. I like a Kongwu's threes, and there's some plus monies out there. That's the way I lean right now. I'm not mad at his points over either. But a Kongwu's points or threes definitely are strong leans right now. I don't know if you could pay me to bet on CJ McCollum, but I'll tell you my numbers. 16.25 on his points. No. Yeah, 16.25 on his points, 2.5 threes, 3 boards, 3 assists. 16.5 lean under, right with market. Right with market. Right with market. Yeah, if anything, I lean under McCollum's points slightly, but I am not pressed to bet on that. We had a Chris Middleton request. I don't remember what it was. Let me click back over here. Kristaps blocks. I could get behind it because of the extended minutes in Washington. Yeah, he should get like 30+ minutes, which I think he's only done 3 or 4 times this season. So I'm not mad at Porzingis over anything. Model likes the points, doesn't like the rebounds, but I obviously didn't play it. And then Model likes the threes for Porzingis. I don't handicap blocks often, or I definitely don't make projections for it, but the extended minutes do make sense. Okay, we've got a Chris Middleton PRA request. I would be a liar if I told you I knew much about Chris Middleton's body of work this season. Okay, he's under this in most games. I do have him in the starting lineup. Lean under points, under threes, maybe slightly under RAs, but it is slight. My projection is 15-1-3. Market is 16.5 juiced under. If I had to play Chris, I would go under points. If I had to play Chris, I would go under points. That's where I see the model edge at. But the PRAs look green. Well, they look red, which is good for an under. Would lean under there as well. My model likes the under points. You might get a 9.5. Yeah, there's some 9.5s out there. I'd lean under that 9.5, but not enough to play it officially. Jalen Johnson, we already played. Zachariah Richeche, number 1 overall pick. That hasn't done much. Could possibly get behind in RAs. Unabated, just, I mean, what a shit product. And it's sad that they're better than everyone else. That's okay. This is very similar. And if we're being so honest, we were kind of robbed of a profitable day yesterday. Robbed in the sense that, like, FanDuel never opened some of these lines, and I probably should have just bet them at another place. And I'm running into the same issue right now. It's reminding me everything of Tobias Harris over 1.5 assists. He had 2 in the first half. I have no clue what he finished at. I didn't play it on stream because there was like 2 books open. What is this? 2 books open on a fucking starter at noon, 12:30, 1 o'clock, day of the game. Reminds me exactly of that scenario. Exactly of that scenario. I want to bet this, but there's 1 book open. I can't get shit down at Fanatics myself anyways. So I'm gonna have to wait and pray that Zachariah Ricochet opens anywhere else. I'll go check DraftKings. I'm not showing that it's listed. If it is listed, I'm gonna bet it. Nope. All right, yeah, keep an eye out on that. I want to bet that line, but it's not available basically anywhere but super, super soft out. So I'm going to be on this as long as it opens. How the hell do you spell his name? Risa. Oh, I'm good at math, not English. All right, looking for a Zachariah Ricochet over 4.5 RAs. If I see it, I bet it. It's just not. It's open at Fanatics if you can bet at Fanatics. Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Dyson Daniels are the two others I want to talk about. Keep in mind, Kaishan George is questionable in this game. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Let's go look without Trae Young. Okay, that's already on there. Projections for Null, 21 points. Almost 4 rebounds. So I still lean over because we can get the plus money. So I'm probably playing a Null points or PRs. This number is like just 1 point higher than I want it to be. I like this as a lay piece as well. If we've got a lay, 15 plus versus Washington Cup game, so it means something to play. Lean over points and PRs. Lean over points and PRs. I think it's an amazing parlay piece. Okay, without Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, over in 3 of the last 4. If you look, he was steadily crushing this number and everything 25 plus. And then he just had a weird drawback here. These are getting into even longer ago. This is a previous season. Last year, without Trae, 25 plus minutes over in every game. This year had an absolute drought. Should get extended run from Dyson Daniels today. Not like he has a very difficult defensive matchup. My favorite lean for Dyson is rebounds. Without a doubt, rebounds would be my favorite, my biggest edge. Is there a 5.5 out there for a decent price? Don't know that I call that decent. Oh, if Prize Picks is at 5.5 minus 137, I would absolutely put that in a slip. I won't release it, but if I had Prize Picks, I would absolutely release that in a slip. All right, 2 plays officially in this game. I do have some more leans. I like a Kongwu 2+ 3-pointers made. Honestly, I like a Kongwu's points over as well. I think the little bit of a drawback I have in that is I do also like Kristaps Porzingis over his points. Anything else I have here for Hawks at Wizards? Jalen Johnson PRAs, already played it. Null PR overs, we talked about it. It's close. I love the 15 plus in LA. Zachariah Ricochet, if I get an over 4.5 RAs, I will run it. It's just not available right now. And then, yeah, as I said, Nas 15+ points I like as a lay piece. All right, that's everything I have. Let's move on. We've got some Twitter news. Joel Embiid listed out. Drummond double-double go. Drummond double-double go. I'm going to Rivers. Go, 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 go. I'm beating it. You better beat it. Player specials all the way at the bottom. Please be listed. Please be open. Please be listed. Please be open. Oh, they're fucking hoes. I'm not going to beat anyone else. I'm going to try DraftKings. Got to be quick. Got to be quick. Combos. Double-double. They never posted it. They're smart. They're smart. Oh, what am I doing, though? What's the rebounds line, Matty Ice? You might be able to build this. Oh, fast, 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 fast. Plus 284 built. Yes. Yes. How much will you let me get? $3. Fuck you. Okay. Drummond, king of the court might be something too. Hold on. I got to go try to build this somewhere else. $3. Fuck DraftKings, man. I thought I'd at least get 50 or 100 on it. $3. They can go fuck themselves with that $3. Drummond 10+ rebounds. Okay, they just locked it. I got it. I got the rebounds and the double-double, but it's going to be locked. I'm not tracking anything against it. Hey, Justin made good call. Great call. I'm not going to track anything. That wouldn't be fair. But when that reopens, we're going to come back and look, and then I'll release it there. Anything better than plus even month? Even money. Anything better than even money, I'll take. Hold on 1 second. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I sports bet for a living first, and then I do this on the side, so just bear with me, please. Content is secondary. Although I do my best to give you good content. Okay, I've got what I needed. I'm also curious what Wendell PRs open at, because this might sound counterintuitive. I'm trying to run that under. If it moves too far, I'm trying to run that under. Let's go to Lakers Clippers. Let everything settle in that Orlando Philly game, and then we'll close with that Orlando Philly game. If you got the double-double with Drummond, if you got the rebounds, let's fucking go. If you didn't, I'm not tracking that against my record. So, it's not going to affect how this show does. And honestly, if it reopens at a decent number, I'm going to rebet it and track that against my record. So just keep that in mind. If you missed it now, you might not have missed it for good. You just might have missed the crazy value. All right, moving on to the Clippers game. Zubox, we can remove this. We can actually do some things here. Like, let's say Kawhi is in, because his usage definitely went up without him. DeAndre Ayton's out, and Jackson Hayes is a bum. Sorry, Jackson Hayes. I didn't mean to fire no shots at you. Model likes the under, right? Oh, no, I'm looking at that wrong. Model likes the over, and with no Ayton, I might have to run this PR over. See, the line is a little inflated. I think he dominates in this game. What leg parlays do you recommend running when first starting? Hashtag rookie at this. Got you. My recommendation is 3 legs is 3 legs, and let me explain why that is to you. And if you know this, sorry, but he's a rookie, so let's help the guy out. VIG is like when you look at a sports book line and you see minus 110 on each side of it, that minus 110 is your VIG. That's the cost of playing is essentially how you should look at it. So if the books believe something has a true 50-50 chance of hitting, they're going to do minus 110 on each side. So you've actually got to win that bet 52.4% of the time to break even. And that's the long and the short and how sports books make money. If you do 3 legs, you pay no additional VIG unless you're doing a same game parlay. Then there's correlation penalties. We can get into that later. If you only run 3 legs, you get no additional VIG, which means they're not making you win more than 2.4% more than fair. Now, you start throwing in 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 leg parlays. With every additional leg, you will pay additional VIG. And most handicappers aren't going to tell you this because they want to give you a 10-leg parlay that has a 1% chance of winning. And then when their one bet wins, they drop a dub club and charge you $100 a month and sell you negative EV shit the rest of your life. It's not what you're going to get here. So 3 legs is the most that I would run. And honestly, I run mostly straights. I do run my lays, don't get me wrong, but straights keep the lights on. Okay, that was my little story about why and when you should bet parlays. Ivica Zubac, I think he's going to dominate this position. My model leans over. The number just feels a little bit too high for me. I'm going to move on. Brook Lopez, look, the Lakers like to leave people open. I think that's why you see this line. It's such a crazy number. Even him just playing like 10, 12, 15 minutes. I do think there's a chance Brook hits 2 tonight just because the Lakers like to collapse the paint. I do think in the minutes he's in, he's going to have open looks, but be cautious because his minutes are so low, hovering around 14 on the season and per average, and that's kind of where he's at regardless. Jackson Hayes, Lakers fan, he's going to have a difficult night. Luka, I was thinking about an RA under. We've got LeBron back. So here's my thinking with this, and I could be totally wrong. In fact, also you have to remember the games Kawhi were in and the games Kawhi weren't in. And were the defensive strategies different in that game? Because there's been times, a lot of times this season where the Clippers are just going to let their best guy go one-on-one, defensively the other player, stay home on everyone else and just, try not to let that guy beat you. Nuggets game sticks out, but Ty Lue even came out and said after the Nuggets game, like, hey, I might have got that one wrong. All that being said, I do feel like Luka's RA numbers are a little high. I'm at 15.8. We can run a 16.5. Are there any 17s out there? Some juicy 17s. He stayed under this line last year. Okay, everyone has basically moved to 16.5. Which I like marginally less. But I would not run the PRAs here. It looks like I missed the best of this one. Love, if you got Luka under 17.5 RAs, love it. 16.5, not as big of a fan, but still lean under there for Luka. Wouldn't get caught dead holding an over. I do actually believe it's a good under game for Harden, the way that the Lakers like to play defense. And this has become really hard for me because Harden's He's so different. Like, what do I make his field goal attempts tonight? What do I think they would be? 16 fair? I think 16 is fair and 19 is way too high. Okay, let's do that adjustment. 3-point attempts, what do we think? All right, with those adjustments, I'm close to market. LeBron under his points, be that guy. I have to look at it. I don't like Lopez under points. As a Lakers fan, I think he's going to get a couple open looks, man. Like, it's if he goes like 2 for 2, 3 for 3 from the 3-point line tonight, it wouldn't surprise me. Obviously, he's probably only playing like 12 to 15 minutes, but the way that the Lakers like to collapse the paint, I'd be worried about that. Rui over 1.5 threes, I could get behind. Done PRAs we'll look at. LeBron rebounds we'll have to look at. I'm going to stay off of Harden, but in my heart, it's under 24.5. In my heart, it's under 24.5. So Chris Dunn could make sense also because of I haven't decided yet. I won last week on Luka. I literally asked my wife. I said, yo, tell me one NBA player. She was like, Russell Westbrook. I said, he's not playing. Name someone else. She said, Luka Doncic. I said, bet it and won it. I think they are, dog, at least for now. We were playing, if you remember, 19.5, 20.5, 21.5, 22.5. That line's now 17.5. I mean, the books might have caught on. It was fun while we lasted. I think we hit 4 or 5 straight. We double bet it one day. Look, Chris Dunn makes sense because the Lakers will allow shooters. Let me go look at my model. It's bad. 27th in 3-pointers allowed. So Chris Dunn overs could make sense. Spot up stuff, collapsing the paint, focusing on a Harden, focusing on a Kawhi, focusing on a Zubac. Chris Dunn points or threes could make sense. I don't know about PRAs though. Points or threes, if I had to bet Chris Dunn, maybe more so than PRAs. I do not like Rui's volume this season in these 2 games that he's played with them. Also, what do I have? The Clippers catch and shoot defense. Lakers are 28th. Clippers are 27th in 3-pointers made, but 16th in catch and shoot. I don't like Rui's volume in the previous 2 games, so I'm going to stay off any Rui-related plays in tonight's game. Let's go look at my model for Collins just to see if, there's anything. John Collins, 9.69 points, so I still lean under. Boards, 4.83, so I still lean under. So PRs, that brings me at, 13, 14.5. What can we lay? 17.5. Doesn't mean there's no value. It just means it's not what it once was. Is there any 18.5 out there? Also, what could worry me about John Collins actually versus the Lakers? It could be a not great matchup. We've got 8 and down. First of all, no, there are no 18.5s. This has dropped all the way to 16.5. So this is due a refresh. Yeah. So not only did I miss the best, I don't know. Actually, I don't know though. FanDuel 17.5 juice to the over. Some books are 16.5, but FanDuel is going to be closer to fair. generally speaking. Lean under John Collins PRs. If I see this jump up to 18.5, I very well may bet it. But right now, I'm not tempted to bet anything on him. With the Lakers collapsing, I'm not sure what he, like, let me go check some shit out. I'm not sure what he is as a spot-up shooter this year. I do think there's a decent bit of volume there, though, off the top of my head, I believe. We've bet him a lot, looked into him a lot. Let's give this a refresh. There we go. 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna stay off of John Collins. I even like him to hit a 3 today. I think he'll have a couple spot up opportunities, so I'm gonna stay off of John Collins. Jake LaRavia, I don't have any opinion on Jake LaRavia. No opinions on Batum. Kawhi, this will be his second game back. He played 26 in the last matchup. They did kind of get blown out in that game. Lean under Kawhi PRAs because I do think they're going to put a lot of defensive effort into stopping him. Be the main defensive focal point. Him and Harden, but yeah, I would lean under, but not enough value to play it. I also would like to know what his minutes are. This line opened 18.5. It's slowly climbing. I'm not sure I understand the hype. $18 field goal attempts versus Utah is a good sign. It was the second game playing the same team. I'm not confident in what LeBron's going to exactly look like this season. I like the assists. Potentials were really good. 20 and then 12. 12 should have been higher. There was a lot of swings in that last game. I did get to watch the last Lakers game. Lean over LeBron's assists. I'm not buying the hype on his points. Reeves saw 25% usage last game. Luka saw 37. So usage stayed high for each of those players. Might be on to something here. I might be running Reeves assists. Hold on, maybe. I like Reeves rebounds over, but assists under. Rebounds over, but assists under. Zach, appreciate you tapping in. Chalk, appreciate the follow. M. Knight, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the retweets from you and Zach. J-Bird, appreciate the like. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Wickman, appreciate you tapping in. Shakir, appreciate you tapping in. Chalk, appreciate you tapping in. Young Sco, appreciate y'all tapping in. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the retweets, man. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the retweets. NBA news, we've got Lively feared to miss extended time. Paul George out. Maxey available to play. Embiid out. That's all I've got news. So Paul George is out. Maxey's good to go as we transition into the Philadelphia game. And then we'll obviously look at that Drummond stuff. I do think I still like Drummond double-double 125, just to be completely honest. I do think I still like Drummond double-double. Still not up on DraftKings or Rivers yet, though. But I do still like the double-double there. And then the Reeves, I do like his assists under. I do like his rebounds over and assists under. $4.19 is what I made that. That's right. I wanted to see if there was an actionable edge now. 4.19. Not enough. Lean over, rebounds, under assists, but I'm not going to make either one of those official for Austin Reeves. Bogdanovic, did I see something about like a questionable tag or something? Or maybe he missed the last game. Yeah, Bogdanovic is a game-time decision. Let's see what it will look like with Kawhi this year. Under in each game time decision. I'm not going to have any opinion over or under on Boggy in this one. Under if I had to, but no opinion over or under. Reeves RAs. Yeah, I would just go, if you wanted to bet the over, I would just go boards. I actually lean under his assist, but I do like his boards over. Could be nothing official just yet in this Lakers game. I do believe I'll have something on it by the end of today, though. Like the Luka RAs. I just wish I had a little better number. It's 16.5, super juice to the over. If we see this come back to 17.5, I probably run it. So I did run the Drummond double-double. Okay, yeah, you already saw that. I was going to say, Drummond I think is big. Maxi's points should be huge. Quentin Grimes I think is going to be a good spot. I did look at LeBron RAs a little bit. I definitely would like the RAs better than the points hype. Assists is over in both games. Rebounds, I believe, under in each game as well. I do think he's going to play like 35-ish minutes, 34.3 in the last one. I think this game stays competitive. I think the spread's around 6. I think if I had to make a LeBron bet, it would be his assists. In 2 games, I make the line. Damn. Maybe I do run LeBron's assists here real quick. Maybe I do run LeBron's assist here real quick. Usage was really good in the last game. 26.1% usage percentage. It's coming off a day's rest. My projections are over 10. So it's 7.5 plus money. I just hate that it's a super small sample. Let's go look at this. If this looks good, though, we probably run it. Looks okay. Doesn't look great. Plus 120 over 7.5 at MGM. That does seem to be the best number. Exchanges are 25. Yeah, I do like that number at MGM. Harden's assists. We'll talk about it. Am I running Braun over 7.5 assists plus money? Over in 3 of the 4 matchups last season. 13, 15, 7, and then 17 potentials. We only need 8. I think I'm going to run LeBron's assist here. You know what I'm going to do? Because it is a small sample size, I'm going to reduce risk to a half a unit. I'm going to reduce risk to a half a unit. Yeah, I like the read, but it's a small sample, so I'm going to go there. I did run LeBron on me. Add that to the banner. Got that out. Yes, I got that out. Okay, Harden's assist. I know my model actually leans under, but let's see with him and with Kawhi what the numbers have been this season. Under in 5 straight. Lakers like to collapse the paint, though. I mean, I'll give you that. Lakers love to collapse the paint. My model projections, as I said, love the under. 6.94 is what I come in at. What are the Lakers in assists allowed? They're up there. 21st. I thought it would even be higher. Yeah, model leans under, but just the way the Lakers like to collapse the paint. Now, I mean, Kawhi is going to be there as well. Lean under, bro. I can't get there. I love I lean under strong, but it's the way that the Lakers play defense that just keeps me from getting there. Let's give this one more refresh since all this Philadelphia news has come out. Now, what's the spread even in this game? It's only moved to 3.5 for the Magic. What is Quentin Grimes' lines at now? I actually like the under for Harden's assists. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Harden assists under. Oh, 70% of his assists come inside. Okay, that is a good look. Patadze points over, no backup center. Maybe. I was just shopping something. Quentin Grimes. Points. Okay, Rivers is not open. DraftKings is open. FanDuel is open. MGM is open. You know, I think Quentin Grimes could be in for in a really good spot. There's not a lot of data. Plus now you have McCann in or whatever. Great shit, bro. Great shit. Yeah, I got a little bit of change on that 10 plus. I think I got it at plus 111, and I got change on the double. I got a decent bet down on the 10 plus boards though. Interested what that reopens at as well. I don't have it on the banner because I got it right before it moved, and it's not fair to track against my record, in my opinion. Embiid is out. Wendell Carter Jr. Is this line back open, actually? It's this. I might get nasty with this if they move too far. Orlando. No one's there. No Embiid, so he's going to face Drummond. Oh my gosh. I'm getting kicked out of DraftKings. Oh my gosh. Never in a million years did I think it would open that far. Wow. Wow. I did not think it would move that far. Maybe like -2, -3, -5, -6. Wildin'. Drummond is still like a good rebounding matchup. Now, while Wendell could stretch out and hit a 3 or 2 today, which is probably very likely, I still would lean under his boards. Goga honestly might not be in the worst spot either. Let's go talk about Maxey though. Market's holding pretty strong at 31.5 points for Maxey. I have him projected at 32.68, so I still lean over. While it's not like a strong lean over at the current price, like I definitely lean over. Rebounds and assists, really not seeing any edge. A little bit of an edge on the over 6.5, but that's really about it for Maxey. Jalen Suggs, let's go through Suggs real quick. Jalen Suggs, points over, rebounds, nothing, assists over, threes, nothing. I like a Suggs PA over in each of his last 2. Over in 2 of the 4 this season without Pialo. Drummond to hit a 3 has been sneaky all year. I'm not mad at Drummond to hit a 3 at all. I could get behind that. I'll have to look. I'm not sure what the price is. Good spot up, team. Not a good spot for Suggs. If I had to go anything, I'd go there. Assist there. Paul George, I said was out, right? Let me just confirm I said that. Yeah, ankle listed out. Model is pretty in agreement with friends. If anything, an under edge to the points, but I just do not like They'll probably put him in some pick and roll actions, and then Drummond's going to play major drop. I just don't know. I know the chart looks good, but the usage should be there. Like, the usage should be through the roof. I don't know who's making shots. It's also a good spot-up defensive team. So I would lean to the under for Grimes. Model absolutely does too. It's just they're missing 3 starters right now. So McCain's there. I don't know what the minutes distribution will be like between the two of those. My model, like I said, I lean under Franz's points here, but it's really hard for me to get to the window. I think Edgecombe's out as well. Yeah, Edgecombe is out. So playing drop out of the pick and roll probably actually hurts his assist potentials here, which makes sense. Bane's assists over is close for me. I know he's barely hitting it. I understand that. No, I'm not showing a model edge, so got to stay off of it. I do lean over, though, Bane's assists. All right, Drummond's moved. If you haven't played the Drummond double-double, though, yet, I actually would probably recommend that. If FanDuel is still 120, I'd probably track it against that price. NBA, Orlando, Philly. Two recorded double-double. Minus 135. 130 at FanDuel. Is that? Oh, I've got 130 at FanDuel. It probably just moved 5 cents. Yeah, I do like the double-double there. Not near as much as I did at plus money, but I mean, Wendell Carter, what is this team? 6th in rebounds allowed. They're strong. Over in 7 of 10 without, and I mean, we've got the one game with just 15 minutes. He's going to play 30 tonight, so over in every game without Embiid with 30-plus minutes. And Wendell Carter Jr. is not a great defender, or rebounder, sorry. I would like to know why my model would even hang that, like, I disagree with my number a lot. I feel like I should be betting a Wendell Carter under. Model doesn't agree with it, but I don't agree with the model. I'm not sure. $15th in rebounds allowed, and like, yeah, Storch, hit that with a boost. Most of Wendell's minutes will be played versus Drummond. I think that is a much more difficult rebounding spot than Joel Embiid. I mean, at today's day and age. And I'm afraid to take his PR unders because he could hit a stretch 3 or 2 in this matchup. Like, that's obviously a possibility. Wendell, points plus rebounds. I do lean under here as well. Yeah, hit the double-double with a boost. If we have the $100 20% boost, that'll be our bet for sure. All right, I just lean under Wendell Carter. I think I'll just make it official, the double-double at the current price, and then we'll keep it moving. I think I am going to circle back and make one more play, though. I think I'm going to run Harden's assists under and just keep the risk real low. $8.5 minus 141 at Rivers, minus 143 at DK, and only risk 1 unit. I think I might add those 2 plays, and I think we'll get out of here. Drummond double-double, Harden under assists. Yeah, minus 138 at DK. Oh, yeah, Kongwu's threes. I was looking for a pair for that, but I haven't really found one. Also haven't found a good boost. I like a Kongwu's threes. Yeah, I'm not putting it on my card. Like, I'm not betting it straight up. I'm not. I'm good off betting it, but I do like it. I like the points, and I like his threes. Model leans over as well. I don't know what's keeping me off of it. If I had to bet, it's the points. I will tell you what's keeping me off of it. Extended minutes for different Atlanta players today. Maybe Porzingis gets some extended run, and that's what would worry me. But versus Washington, like it looks like the right read. All right, I'm running Harden first. Under 8.5, minus 141 Rivers. I'm only risking 1 unit here. Okay, let me get that out. Let me get that out. Let me get that out. And then the LeBron bet was actually only a half a unit. So we've got some plays here, but we've definitely reduced our risk on this small slate. What did I say DK was at? 143? Yeah. No VIGs at 139 if you have exchanges. No VIGs at 139 if you have exchanges. Okay, last but not least, yeah, I just wanted to, you know what? I'm going to wait around on Drummond. I'm going to release the double-double to my cord, but I'm going to let everybody open just in case someone opens up a little off price, a little closer to even money. Kawhi's threes to pair with the Kongwu. Yeah, I could get behind I could do Kawhi's threes. Lakers like to allow that spot up. Definitely could see them sinking off of Harden on a drive, leaving Kawhi open. Yeah, I could absolutely see that. Do I have any boosts? I might run that little parlay as a boost. Possibly. Let me see if I've got anything good. Player threes. Kawhi 2. Hawks threes. Kongwu 2. Wow, you're getting a great price at Rivers on the 2+ as well. I would need another leg. Is it Grimes? Is there any three? Who do I have the most threes projected in this game? Tyrese Maxey. Who's not open yet. Damn. All right, I'm going to end the stream and allow Rivers to open up, a couple other books to open up. Storch, I see that. I'll call you after stream. Not a bad look. I'll call you after stream, see what everything's looking like. This is going to be my official card. Let me add Harden down there. I'll do a write-up for Drummond, when everybody opens up. We're still waiting for some books to open up on that game, though. Waiting on a couple different props in this Orlando game. Reeves, my thoughts were, I think I leaned under assists over points. No, under assists over boards and slightly over points. So PR overs is what I was looking at for Reeves. Didn't make it official. Only second game with LeBron this season. We did go back and look, with LeBron, with Luka. Last 20. I even like to go regular season because LeBron's usage went up a little bit in the playoffs. Rebounds look good. PRs even look good. Assists, I would definitely lean that under. Did I actually run the under? I feel like we ran that under. I didn't release it. Did I bet that? Did not bet it. I still lean under the Reeves assists. I spoke about that earlier. Lean over PRs, lean under his assists. Yeah, like there's a 127 at DK, 125 at ESPN, 128 at Caesars, 128 at Prop Builder. So a lot of unders available there. Yeah, if I had to bet Reeves, I think would be assists under. What do they being the Clippers, rank in assists allowed per game? 21st, middle of the pack, definitely not near bottom of the league. Yeah, PR over, assists under is the way I lean. I'm going to open it up now. I'll give it about a minute because I know YouTube's pretty behind on the comments. Any other requests, and it could be in any of the three games. And while I wait to see if any new requests pop in, I will go ahead and say this. Obviously, Thursday is Thanksgiving, and there is no NBA on Thursday. So what I'm planning on doing, and if you're still watching and you're regularly tapped in, do me a favor and comment below which works better for you. This is going to be Eastern Standard Time regardless. I'm either going to go live at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. on Thursday to cover the NFL board. And what I'm going to do is all three NFL games on Thursday plus the Friday game, I'm going to do on Thursday football because Friday NBA is huge. I think we've got 11 or 12 games Friday NBA. So Thursday, I'm going to do Thursday night, all three games, and then Friday. I feel like 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern is a good time. Either people are just getting out of bed, slowly getting into it, or people are basically just scrolling Twitter, waiting until they've got to leave. So talk to the wife. I got to be out of here by 11 o'clock. I'm leaving my house by 11. So stream's got to end. Stream can probably end at 11. You know what I mean? If I'm out of here by 11:15, I'll probably be all right. So just so you know, the stream will either be 9 or 10 a.m. on Thursday, and it'll be all three Thursday night games plus the Friday NFL game. Drummond first quarter rebounds. So the Prop Stock Cash mobile site has done a lot better job of showing these first quarter props. Let me go to the mobile site here. Oh, there's an update. Ba-da-bop, bop, bop, bop. If the line is 2.5, some interest there for sure. He should run the first 8 minutes. Looks like this line's now bumped to 3.5. A lot less interested. At 2.5, probably some interest. At 3.5, while it's still cashed in like 6 straight, I would have preferred to just be on the 2.5. And I'm going to wait because I will release the double-double at some point. I'm just waiting to get the best price. And by best price, I mean everybody to be open. So if you're watching this now and you can get a good number, I'd just run it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them's a half a unit. All right, 3 games today. I'm going to call it. We're an hour and 20 deep. I got plenty of other stuff to do today. 4 plays officially. Jalen Johnson over 41.5 PRAs. Alex Sarr under 18.5 points. Those are both full 2-win, 1-unit plays. I've also got a half a unit on LeBron over 7.5 assists. That was at plus 120. And then I've got 1 unit of risk, not 1 unit to win, 1 unit of risk on James Harden under 8.5 rebounds. Got that at minus 141. Hour and 20 minutes deep. I do appreciate everybody that's tapped in. If you haven't already, drop a like, drop a retweet. Help me grow the brand. Help me grow the page. Appreciate all the support. See y'all tomorrow.